His exact words were, "If you love me, you'll go with me."
This was an exercise in futility because I don't think it's working.
I feel like we're in Lord of the Rings right now. It's like Hobbit land. To steam a lobster or to boil a lobster? How do you cook a lobster? I'm Tammy, and this is my husband Scott. We are two artists who, when faced with mounting health challenges, decided life's way too short. So we sold our home and most of our stuff to move into a home on wheels. And along with Gracie and Jasper, we've hit the road full time in search of new landscapes, experiences, and friends. We'd love to have you join us as we navigate our way through this RV lifestyle, and until further notice, our mission is explore, create, and inspire. Good morning. We have a hot air balloon filling up and getting ready to take off across the bay right out our back window. Come check this out.
Pretty cool. Balloon with the Declaration of Independence and the American flag on it. And Tammy thought it was taken off from Canada, but that's not Canada, that's United States. So what direction are we looking right now, babe?
West, of course.
Huh?
West. That's the United States right there.
Why would Canada be to the west?
I don't know. You better get out the map and figure your shit out.
You just thought that Canada
Don't blame
was...
it on me when you were the one thinking
You thought
that was Canada.
balloon with the Declaration of Independence was over in Canada.
Okay, I don't know where I'm at in the world half the time, okay? I don't know what direction's what. Except when the sun rises and sunsets, I finally got that one down. Quit making fun of me, Mr. Googling how to survive a moose attack this morning. Good Lord. We haven't seen a moose in 5 weeks. Please bring us a moose. I would love to see a moose.
So we're going to go hike this loop. We're going to be along the sea cliffs at Boot Head. And it's about 2-point-something miles round trip.
It's not too many miles right outside of town. It took us about 10 minutes to get here. We just got a lot of rain, so it's a bit muddy. We're gonna have to be careful. We're kind of klutzy. The moss, the roots, there's mushrooms and berries. The sun filtering through. It's like a magical, enchanted fairy forest in here. I love it. I feel like we're in Lord of the Rings right now. It's like Hobbit land. Why do we pick the most humid days to go hiking? All right, let's get to the sea cliffs. I need a breeze. Can't say I'm too thrilled that my very klutzy husband's out on the cliff's ledge trying to capture that shot right now.
Does this make up for all the tough days? There are tough days in RV life, and this is the kind of day that makes it all worth it.
Good morning. Today we are moving sites. We're just going down a few sites, and it's a little roomier site.
Great campground, great views, but the sites are very tight.
We're also going to try to remedy our auto leveling system. It hasn't been leveling us, so Scott usually has to get it going and then kind of manually level us. We're going to see if we can calibrate that.
Today, for the first time ever, we're going to go into our Lippert one level, one touch system, and we're going to set the 0 level mark because I know it's perfect right now. So we're going to click on devices. We're going to click on leveling. I'm going to hit the word leveler 5 times or until I get the, in this case it's going to be about 50 times.
Until you get the warning.
Until you get the warning. Okay, I got the warning. It says, do you want to continue? You're doing an advanced feature. I'm going to say yes. And then it says setup, 0 mode, press enter. 0 point calibration, press enter to set. Enter. 0 point stability check, please wait. 0 point set. Now if I go back to home and if I go to manual, it's going to tell me, okay, it's showing I'm at 0 and 0. So it's just that easy. It only took me about 15 minutes of bumbling through it about 5 times, but I got it. Proof's in the pudding. Let's see if the auto level puts us on 0.
Green light means it's level. So let's see. Let's go inside and do it manually and see if it really is level. See if it worked. And guess what? We're level. It worked. All right, we're gonna move over to the next campsite, dump the tanks, and we'll give it a test run and see if it auto levels correctly this time.
This happens to be a site that's right next to the little bay here, and we've got a steep drop off here, about 20 feet before it would go over the edge. We've got 2 wheel chocks underneath the unit. I'm gonna have to raise it to get it back on the truck, and then we of course gotta bump it. And I told Tammy, if this thing ever started rolling, one of us would need to run and grab the safety brake switch and yank on it to stop it.
All right, let's hook up and get on with the show here.
See what I mean? We're tipping this unit right back towards the drink.
Well, we solved one problem and now we have another one. So on these Vanleighs, they have a push button valve for dumping, which we're not a fan of for this very reason. It's not working. So now we have to empty everything out of our under storage, take a panel off, climb in there. Are we having fun yet?
Yeah, there's basically no way for me to do this other than lying down.
Why they put the manual pulleys way back there, I'll never know. Back to the dump station, or I gotta crawl into there and the belly of the beast and try to get this thing working. Here we go. Hit the button. It might not be the valve.
Ladies and gentlemen, poop has been dumped and ready for departure.
It's a good day in the neighborhood when the poop can get dumped. So it wasn't the valve. The valve seemed to be working fine. I did lube it though. It was a little stiff. But I think what's happening is we're conserving water too much because everywhere we've been we haven't had sewer hookups and we have long stints, like 2 weeks. And so I don't think we're using enough water and down the toilet. We don't put toilet paper and stuff down our toilet. So, but it could just be, you know, the other stuff building up because we're not using that much water. And so we're gonna quit being sparing on the water and we'll just have a guy come pump us out. We need him to while we're here. And so, lesson learned. We were able to just flush it out with a lot of water and it broke free.
So I set the alarm for 0400 this morning because the sun's going to be rising over the eastern horizon of the easternmost point in the United States at about 5:40. And there's a little lighthouse, the West Quaddy Lighthouse. Perfect place to catch this sunrise. And to my surprise, Tammy's going with me.
I'm expecting it to be cold out. This is me proving my love to Scott. Because last night he said, if you love me, you'll get up and go with me. This is it. This is what love looks like, folks.
I told you you could sleep in, but if you wanted to see a really spectacular sunrise with a really cool lighthouse, you could get up and go with me.
Actually, his exact words were, if you love me, you'll go with me.
To join your true love, and like the sunrise, you light up our life.
I think we nailed it. This, in my mind's eye, I saw pretty much exactly what happened this morning. Got the side of that building lit up with red light. The sun came up behind it. The color in the clouds. It was perfect. And Tammy's freezing. We gotta go.
I'm not freezing. I dressed warm. I'm the only one who dressed appropriately out here.
She's dressed for the polar vortex, but Anyway, I'm ready to go home and process.
It was worth getting up at 4:30 for. Thank you for dragging me out of bed. What are you reading about over there?
I'm reading about whether it's better to boil or steam lobster. I mean, it doesn't sound like that big of a process. You just boil water and throw them in until they turn red. It sounds like. I have no idea why there's like 37 videos on YouTube, 5 to 10 minutes each, telling you how to do it, because it sounds like it's pretty easy. We'll find out, I guess. What'd you get there, babe?
I got two 2-pound lobster, hard shell lobsters. There's a difference between soft shell and hard shell. We went with the hard shell. And the mechanic who fixed our truck when we got here was in there, and he told us how to cook them. And I feel really guilty. He laughed at me, but they're living and they're in a plastic bag in my cooler. I know what you're thinking. You shouldn't eat meat if you can't kill things, so I guess we're gonna kill them.
Oh yeah, and Sean the mechanic, he was great. He says, I've been living here my whole life. No, I can't even do it.
Yeah, don't. My lobsters. Those are lobsters. Are you excited? I don't think you're allowed to have lobsters. No. No, the vet said no lobster for you.
The campground here supplies you with everything you need to cook lobster. They've got the gas-powered cooker, the can of propane, and a huge pot. They gave us instructions. We're a little bit confused because their instructions and some of the things we watched on the internet were to put in like 3 quarts for every 2 pounds of lobster, which would mean we would need almost 3 gallons. But down east here, Sean, and he says, oh no, I've lived here my whole life. No, I can't do it. He says, no, I've lived here my whole life, and you just put about yay much water down in the bottom of the pot. You throw them in, throw the lid on, in about 10 minutes. You pull the little tentacle that comes out up by their eye, and if it pops right out, it means it's good to go.
Please don't ever say that phrase again. I think I'm gonna be sick.
So we just have to decide which one is going to go in first, because the other one's going to be freaking out.
They're going in at the same time.
Well, they can't go in exactly at the same time. It's kind of like Sophie's Choice. I mean, we're going to have to pick one. So,
in a nutshell, to steam a lobster or to boil a lobster. How do you cook a lobster?
Sea salt or no sea salt?
And Sean, also knowing we were newbies at this whole lobster boiling business, said, be sure to take the rubber things off their claws. They won't bite ya.
Put that on top of the fire. No? You remember when we had low country boils in Florida? This is going to be a down east boil. Time's up. It's alright guys, it's almost over. I'm feeling kind of guilty too. You want to go watch Alone after we cook these?
Those are big ones.
Do you care if you're on YouTube?
No, hang on. What's your name? Cheryl.
Hi Cheryl, I'm Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Cheryl's
I'm
giving
Scott.
us some more advice.
We're here in Lubeck with the lobsters. Hi, buddy. He won't hurt you. He can't
I
hurt
don't
you.
know, it just looks
He can't hurt you right now.
pissed off.
And this is where you would squeeze, like right where right here. Right here.
I think it'd be a good idea if you do the first one.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, this is the 5.
I don't want to, you do it.
No, you do it. Be a feisty one?
See, this one's like the horse that you don't want to ride. I'm sorry.
See how they're in there.
Did I do
We got some time.
Oh, they're great.
What's your dog's name again?
Abby.
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 Oh, yeah, see how
they are boiling.
See how red they are? Yeah,
done?
they're gonna be good.
How was your son?
That's an expensive experience, and look, you got it for free. Oh, look, it just moved. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Cheryl.
Hi. Did you name them? Oh.
No, we don't.
that bad? We
don't name them.
We can name
You
them
can
now.
name the one with the barnacles Barney.
They smell pretty fishy. I'm a little skeptical.
So you're supposed to pull the.
Well, it's too late now, baby. Thank you, Barney, for giving us your food, your life.
That's a lot of meat. We aren't really sure what to do with the body because it's pretty gross, and if Cheryl sees us not eating it, she's probably going to be whipping back over here, and Cheryl's going to be mad. She said to eat all the legs, so we can do that. But what in the world do you do with the body? Well, I would say this was the end to a perfect day. We started out at 4 o'clock this morning, and we went out and we watched the sunrise before anybody else in the whole United States, except for the other 6 people that were there. And one of the ladies kept getting in my way, but we got the picture.